Q said that. Like like on the drops, he said that.
You know something, Eddie? If we ever have dinner again, which I'm sure we will, you know I know who Q is, right?
What? No way. You know what? On MSNBC and on CNN, like 3-4 years ago, they had like the guy who was Q, and they had him like shadowed. You couldn't see his face, and they had him on mainstream media. Oh, we finally found Q, and then he was all like, "Oh yeah, at first it started off as a joke, and I was having a lot of fun with it, but then it kind of got out of hand, and now fuck, now I regret it, but it's over now." And then MSNBC and CNN said, "Okay, we found him. It's over." They did that, right? Why would you think?
Yeah, but
why would the MSM? Why would MSM do that? Why would they do that?
But see,
why would they fake that?
Eddie,
Why would they fake
that?
That?
You've known me 15, 16, 17 years. So I'm wrong about some things, but if I'm telling you something, this is actually real right now.
Okay.
I know the whole history of Q. I know who started it.
Okay, who is it now? Tell me. I want to know, dog. Dude, this show will blow up if you told me. I don't know who it is. Who is
well,
it? You know his name? You know his first and last name?
Will you let me tell you?
Oh my God. You're gonna tell me on the show. Dude, Rockfin's stalking a blow the.
Well, I don't want to break people's confidences, but let me have a 5-minute rant and I will tell you everything but their name.
Okay. What? That's all I want.
Next time we're out eating steaks with our good buddy Joe Rogan.
Oh my God. You're gonna tell me everything except his name? Whoa. Damn.
You think I'm BS?
That's like you're gonna do everything to my dick except make me come. That would be like, what do I tell that girl?
It's up to you to come, Eddie.
Tell me. Okay, fuck it. Just tell me the way you were gonna tell me. Don't give up his name. Just tell me.
Look, I swear on my children this is true. And I don't just do that for no reason, okay? Like you believe me, right, Eddie?
I do. I don't know why, but I do.
Look, if I give up confidences and say names,
yeah, I don't want you to get killed. If it's dangerous, fuck that. Don't say shit.
No, look, you want the inside baseball in the military and all that. Let me explain how that works.
Okay.
If you make a deal with a major globalist group and they pay you, and then you ever cheat them, they have weird rules. They will kill you immediately.
Okay.
I've never taken money from them with a directive of something to do. I have met with members of the Bilderberg Group. I have met with top household name billionaires. I've had those discussions. But in those meetings, they were like, hey, we don't like the way this is going. We think you're right. How do we change this? So it's not one big monolith. But let me just go back. And off record.
Wait a minute. You had dudes from the Bilderberg Group sit you down. How do they sit you down? They pick you up in like some white cargo van? How does that happen? How does that meeting
a private jet lands.
And where are you at?
And you walk on the private jet.
Who told you to go to a private jet?
I mean, Eddie, you think I'm making? I mean, we act like these people.
No, I'm just saying. Whoa, these are the details that I want to know for my own personal interest. I think it's like, wait a minute, you can't just say you had a meeting with Bilderberg Group people and like not expect some fucking questions. Like, dude, how did that?
No. Listen, how about I tell you all this and then you have any questions after?
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
I'd really like to tell you this.
Just finish. I don't want to interrupt you. It's just like, wait a minute. You had a meeting with the Bilderberg Group? That's insane. But go ahead.
I did not have a meeting with the Bilderberg Group.
Okay.
I've had meetings with Bilderberg Group attendees.
Oh, okay. Like people that paid like $300 a ticket?
Yeah, that's how it works.
I don't know how it works, dog. How do you get in there? So you're talking about, okay, you had meetings not with Klaus Schwab or George Soros.
No.
People that worked for them? That's a yes. Go ahead.
I would have to say people at their level or above them.
Damn. Weren't you scared?
But listen, let's not make this so big. Think of ourselves as bigger. Joe Rogan hangs out all the time with Elon Musk right here in Austin.
Okay. But, okay, that's not Klaus Schwab, though.
Oh, Elon Musk is more important than Klaus Schwab.
Okay.
I'm not
Tell me
saying
more.
I met with Elon Musk. Eddie, as you know, just I'll tell you sometime at dinner.
Tell me. Okay. Tell me what happened in these meetings. I want to know.
Well, what was that? I've been trying. Look, you talk about interrupting. I love you to death, but you're the worst. What was the thing I was going to say earlier? I was going to tell you some big thing. It was huge.
Some meeting with the Bilderberg group.
No, it was before that.
Dude, I want to know about the meeting. Forget about that other shit. Like, what happened? They offered you some shit and you told them, hell no.
Well, look, I'll stay here as long as I need to, and I'm having fun talking to you, but I'm really frustrated now. You were frustrated 20 minutes ago when I interrupted you, and you won't let me. I mean, I'm going to tell you something really big, and now you oh, man.
Okay, go ahead. I won't say shit.
I was going to tell you the identity of Q, but without saying the name. Don't you want to actually know this? Like, this is why I never even tell these stories on my own show. Like, this is real stuff. Like, I'm about to really tell you this. Like, I promise, all my kids, like, this is real. So, a lot of the intelligence agencies, the good groups, you want to call them that, the people that claim they're on our side, they got really impressed with WikiLeaks and how Paul Watson and I took those WikiLeaks and the Aleister Crowley spirit cooking ritual stuff and really hurt Clinton and Epstein and them on the eve of the election. And they came to the understanding that Jones is going to get sued and attacked and targeted because he took this information and weaponized it. How do we do this? How do we carry this out and not get the blame? And the answer was, we'll use 4chan and 8chan. And they had people in the White House, President-elect with Trump. Trump was not involved. You learn about it later. And they used some very well-known names in the White House in the first few months who were with Trump. And they thought, how do we put dirt out on the child kidnapping rings and the deep state and let folks know there's a rebellion inside the government against tyranny to form a larger resistance? So it was 100% real, 100% real. And high-level U.S. intelligence patriots, anybody can put two and two together. I'm not going to say the names, and I've met with all these people. But I knew about this early on because they tried to recruit me into it. And I told them that I thought it was too dangerous to do stuff that's esoteric. So I refused to be part of it. When they came here to try to recruit me into it, and they said, we've got all the inside intel, we can leak this out and do all this. And within a few months of them launching it, they compromised the platforms they were putting it out on to then block what they were saying and start putting out disinfo and esoteric stuff to try to hijack that movement. That's the problem with anything that's hidden or anything that's esoteric or Gnostic is because, like people say, are you for anonymous? Well, anybody can wear a Guy Fawkes mask and sit there in front of a screen and make pronouncements. So some stuff anonymous does is good. Some it does is bad. Some is innocuous or neutral, but it's a bunch of different people in Guy Fawkes mask. And so that same thing happened to Q. So some very well-known intelligence operatives and people wanted to be able to really attack the deep state and really expose what was going on and not get arrested or killed or sued. And very soon it got taken over and hijacked by disinfo people. A big fight happened over Q. About 2 years into Trump, the bad guys got basically full control of it because the public was buying their false narrative as Q. Because Q is just a letter in the alphabet. And because it wasn't a set name, a set thing, a set idea, it could be nebulous. And so the Q thing about 2 years in got hijacked, started getting used as a weapon against myself and others and key Trump supporters. Oh, don't trust them. They're not really with Trump. They're not really with Q. Meanwhile, I'm getting phone calls from Trump and, you know, all this stuff. And people are saying, Jones is against Trump. Q says he's bad. And that's when it was fully compromised. Then General Flynn, former head of Defense Intelligence, was able in the last year of Trump to put out enough intel and information to counter the disinfo operatives. And he almost got control of Q back from them. That's what people say. What's he doing being a Q guy? He was trying to get control for some lesser intelligence ops that were good people that set it up. He was trying to get control of it because people believed in it to make it a good pro-America thing. That's why he pledged allegiance to it. He said, here's what Q believes in freedom and freedom of speech and blah, blah, blah. And so he tried to get control of it. And then as soon as the election was over, they said, oh, Q's going to put, people in to take out Biden, and there's going to be all this stuff. And that was provocateurs trying to manipulate folks, like on January 6th, a small minority that went in the Capitol, mainly being manipulated by globalists posing as Q. And so the last time I met with the people that launched Q, they agreed that it was a lost operation and had just become a discredited thing, but had been a very important test. And so that's the real history of Q. And that's really what went on with it, Eddie Bravo.
Okay, let's change subjects now. I wonder, before you leave.
Are you not impressed with that? Because that's actually true.
Okay.
No. It's like a giant diamond's laying on the beach. Or you're walking down the beach and all of a sudden washes up a chest of gold. I mean, I have a Spanish galleon. I mean, dude, I just told you.
You know, most people don't believe in Q anymore, right? I mean, like all Q chats, like in Q chats, former Q. If you say anything that makes it seem like you believe in the plan, still, you are ridiculed and you are smashed in Q groups.
What did I just tell you? They killed the program, Eddie. You're getting the totally. Actual.
No. So what I'm saying is most people believe that. And I do too. I don't know what the fuck to believe. You know what I mean? I don't know who's real, who's not real.
But Eddie, I said it way before. Eddie, I said it way before. Eddie, I met with the people. I talked to the president. I'm telling you what went on with Q.
Okay.
It's not about saying I got a fucking foot-long dick here, man. I'm telling you, dude, I was in the middle of it. I respect you as a friend. You're getting the exclusive, the real story of Q.
So it was Michael Flynn?
I didn't say that.
Or Dan Scavino? No? Okay. Oh, that's right.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was Jack Posobiec. I didn't say it was Steve Bannon.
Okay.
I didn't say it was Stephen. I didn't say it was any of those people.
Okay. I didn't say you did say that.
Okay, Eddie. The point is that
I got another question. We could change it. Forget about Q. Most people don't believe in Q.
I'm going to say it again. Let me finish. Bookends. We weaponized WikiLeaks and drove stakes into Hillary's political heart. We got blowback and burned bad for it. And other people said, we're going to step up, Jones, but we're going to do it with anonymity. We're going to do it through this thing. And then they got taken away from them. And I'm telling you that I didn't get intel that Flynn was involved early on in it. Flynn tried to take it away from the deep state. So people go, what's Flynn doing supporting Q? Because he's a real intelligence chief. He had real information. He was trying to take control of it from them. So it was a tug of war between the identity of Q.
Okay. Do you remember a month after the election in 2020, December 2020, you